History tells us that one person can make a difference. Listen to this. I bet some of y'all might already know this. Some of y'all. History never really says goodbye. History just says, I'll see you later. How many history buffs do we have in here? Yeah? History never says goodbye. It just says, I'll see you later. Watch this. History says that one person can make a difference. Here it goes. Watch this. These are some well-known facts that are hidden. France became a republic, and it came out of that monarchy because of one vote. The American Revolution, I praise God for this one person. The American Revolution, the national language, they were arguing, should it be English or should it be German? And one vote brought it to English. Wow. Isn't that something? Adolf Hitler was put in office because of one vote. And later he killed him. I was just playing. He may have, amen. But I want to tell you this too. You think that Hitler just killed the Jews? Hitler just didn't kill the Jews. You know how he started? How he started this? He killed all the people that were sick. He killed all the people that were born with birth defects. He killed all those that had mental diseases. Even his soldiers who had fought for him, when they come back, instead of taking care of them, if they had a long-term illness or injury, he killed them. Did you know that? So he killed a lot of his own people, not just the Jews. He killed his own people. Plus he killed the Jews, trying to make the perfect race. So anybody didn't matter if they were Jew or not. If they were not what he considered perfect, he killed them. My own personal experience proves that one person can make a difference. How about you? Think about it. Think about the time you talked to somebody that was getting ready to talk about they were going to do themselves in, but because you talked to them, they changed their mind. Amen. Or somebody's going to do something really, really bad, but because you talked to them, it changed their mind. And some of y'all heard this story where I was at Fountain one day, and my boss man told me to come up to me, and he said, we're going up in engineering. And he said, I just want you to know something. I said, why? He said, don't be offended with what I'm getting ready to do. And I said, watch this. And he said, we got two departments up here. There's your department and this other girl's department. I said, yeah. He said, well, that department's having problems. I said, I see it all the time. I see it. He said, well, I talked to the personnel director. She told me how to handle it. She told me to go up there and cuss all of y'all out. Cuss us out. He says, don't be offended. I looked at him. And I just smiled. The meeting was at 2 o'clock. At about 10 minutes to 2, I stood up at the bottom of the steps and just stood there. And I had a handwritten note in my hand. About 5 minutes to 2, my boss man came up. He looked at me and he said, you ready? I said, I'm ready. And I handed him that note. I walked upstairs. And I was waiting to see what was going to happen. When we walked upstairs, instead of sitting over where he normally sit, he sit right beside me. When he sit right beside me, he said, now what's our problem here? And I was waiting for him to start cussing us out like he said he was going to do that. I mean, he even told him, don't just cuss, get up and jump. And he said, what's our problem here? And as he started talking, he said, hold one at a time. And as he started talking, he said, well, here's our solution right here. And he started going down the line. If you'll do this, and you do this, and you do this, he said, you'll see things get along a whole lot better. And after he got through, it took about 15, 20 minutes of he actually mediated. And after he got through mediating, he sent them all out. And they were all smiling, had their arms around each other. And after everybody walked out, he looked over at me. And he said, how do I do? I said, you did wonderful. And he handed me my note back. He said, thank you so much. That note was, it can take a lifetime to earn respect and a matter of moments to lose it. Wow. One person can make a difference. Don't be afraid to stand up for the truth, even if it means that you'll be standing alone. Amen? Get ready. Here it is. Don't be afraid to stand out in the crowd. Difference makers are different. Did you know that? Oh, come on. Difference makers are different. Anybody ever told you you're different? Oh, come on, y'all. Anybody ever tell you you're different? Guess what? If you're different, out in the crowd. Don't be afraid to be caught saying that you're different, because if you're not different, you're not a difference maker. All right. Don't be afraid to do something for the first time. The eagle, God has put something in the eagle that's different. The Bible says as the eagle stirs its nest, God will stir his people. Let me tell you what stirring means. Stirring don't mean that the eagle's up there with a spoon stirring the nest. Doesn't mean she's up there pushing everybody out. But when it's time to build that nest, she builds the nest with thorny pieces of wood. Thorny. Then she goes over the thorns with her own down and down from other animals. Then she will put leaves over that. And if she can get a hide, she'll put a hide over that. And so the baby eagles are just as comfy and cozy. It's so nice. And Mama sees the eagles start growing, and now it's time for them to start getting out of the nest, to get out of the comfort zone. So in order to get out of the comfort zone, the mama eagle will take out that piece of hide. Now all of a sudden it's getting kind of uncomfortable because that hide's gone, and you can just barely feel some rough spots. So she's getting them unused to what they were used to. Some of y'all right here right now. God's getting you unused to what you were used to. What used to be the standard is no longer the standard. And so then, by the time the babies just finally get settled back in, she takes out the leaves. And now they're really starting to feel a pinch. And it's not between their cheek and their gum. They're trying to settle, but Mama said it's time for you to fly. But they're trying to get back in there and settle in there because it feels so good. Mama bringing us food. We all up here. We're protected from the elements because Mama lays on top of us. And Mama says, no, it's time for you to fly. It's time for you to make a difference. It's time for you to get out and do something. And so they really can't get comfortable, but they can survive. And Mama says, okay, now's the big day. And she takes all of that down off of the thorns. And so now the eagles are on thorns. And it hurts. No matter which way they turn, it hurts. And so for the first time, they're going to have to step out of their comfort zone. They don't know if they're going to, when Mama helps them go out, they don't know if they're going to hit the ground or what. So they go out. And as they go down, most of them can't fly. But as they go down, the Bible says that the mama swoops down and catches them on the back of her wings. And she takes them back up. And she puts them back and lets them try it again. The Bible says God will deliver us on the wings of eagles. He will capture us on the wings of eagles. We're trying and we're not getting along too good. It's not hurting. And God says, I got you. Don't stop trying. I remember when DC, because he was our first son, when he first started learning how to walk, when he took that first step, it was one step for mankind, one small step for mankind, and one big bump for his bottom. Because he went boop and he fell on his bottom. Did I go, get up? No. I said, that's awesome, son. That's awesome. Keep on trying. You take another step and fall. Did I say, what are you doing? You're not listening to me. No. I said, come on, buddy. You can do this. Come on. And I did it over and over and over again. Until he could walk. And once he learned how to walk, then it was just See, watch this. You might not know this. There had never been a boat before. How many knew that? Before Noah's Ark, there had never been a boat. Didn't need one. First time somebody built a boat. Why didn't they have a boat? It never rained. How many know that? It never rained. It never rained. Why had it never rained? Because this is creation science now. The earth was in a greenhouse effect. And the Bible says that the water came up from the ground and came down from heaven in dew. So they had dew. That's how they got their water, was in dew. That's why people lived to be so old, because it had a high oxygen content. Because of high oxygen content, people healed real fast, and people lived to be very old. And so because it's high oxygen content, all this was going on. After the flood, they've proven it, that the earth shifted on its axis. And when it shifted on its axis, that's when, if you watch, after the flood, people started living less and less and less years. So here's Noah building this great big boat beside of a football field. And then everybody's going to rain. And they go, what's rain? You never heard of it. God's going to let rain come down. You better be ready. Even after he got on the ship, for 7 days he was still on the ship. God closed the door on the 7th day, giving people grace. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just step out of your comfort zone. You see, when you see a rainbow, you remember one person can make a difference. One person can. You know, I tell people all the time that I hear some of the craziest mess people talk about when Jesus is coming back and how he's coming back. And they got all the timetables and stuff. And I can just see God up there and Jesus talking and going, I would have come back to get him, but I can't figure these charts out. I'm supposed to come here. I told somebody one day, they said, are you pre-trib or mid-trib or post-trib? I said, I'm pre-trib. They said, well, I'm mid-trib. I said, glad to meet you. They said, how can you prove the Bible says it's pre-trib, which means the tribulation, before the tribulation, the rapture is going to take place? There's some people who believe that the rapture is going to take place mid-trib. There's some believe that it's going to take place after the tribulation. Some, or there's even one called a-trib, which means that it's not going to happen at all. So you're just going to be here, you're going to go right into the millennial reign. And so all these scientific, biblical theories. And somebody said, well, if you're pre-trib and I'm mid-trib, how are we going to know who's right? I said, it's going to be kind of obvious, isn't it? He said, well, I'm still mid-trib. I said, well, it don't matter if you're mid-trib, pre-trib, post-trib, a-trib. I said, we can argue on the way up. I said, I started leaving this place. The world needs to see us building our ark right now. Because something gets ready to happen that's never happened before, and that's the rapture of the church. The world needs to see us building that ark. Getting ready for his coming. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. God's got DC. Come on up there. Everybody stand.